So you're looking for a dog trainer here in Homosassa, and it can definitely feel a little overwhelming. But don't worry, this guide is going to give you all the tools and the local know-how to choose a professional with confidence. We want to make sure you and your dog are set up for success right from day one.
This quote really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Training a dog here isn't just about sit and stay. It's about preparing them for a really unique lifestyle, one that's full of water, amazing wildlife, and a close-knit community. The best local trainers, they get this. They build their whole programs around it.
Life here is just different. A well-behaved dog needs to be cool with the sound of boat motors, they need to ignore the temptation of a wading bird, and they've got to navigate a busy dock with ease. This local stuff is everything when you're figuring out your training goals.
Okay, so to meet those specific local needs, you're going to need the right training approach. Before you even start searching, let's go over the main training philosophies and the different formats you're probably going to see out there.
You'll see this method pretty much everywhere, and honestly, for good reason. Positive reinforcement is all about using rewards to build this language of trust and cooperation. It's a really humane and effective way to strengthen your bond and make your dog want to work with you.
All right, so what's the best place for your dog to learn? Well, group classes are fantastic for socialization and for practicing focus around other dogs and people in a controlled spot. Private lessons, on the other hand, are perfect for targeting specific issues, like, say, barking at the mail carrier or anxiety at home, right where the behavior is actually happening.
You'll also come across these options. Board and Train is a really intensive, immersive program, great for busy owners. Day training is a nice middle ground where a pro train your dog during the day, and then there's behavior modification, which is a much more specialized approach for serious issues like fear or reactivity.
So with all those training options in mind, how do you actually evaluate a specific trainer? This next part is all about giving you the practical tools you need to find the right professional for you and your dog.
Let's talk about budget for a second. As you can see from this table, costs in the Citrus County area really do vary by the type of service. A set of group classes might run you a couple $100s, but a multi-week board and train program, well, that's a much bigger investment. Having these numbers just helps you set realistic expectations right from the start.
Okay, you're going to see a lot of these acronyms, and they're a key sign of a dedicated professional. They show a trainer has passed some tough exams on things like learning theory and animal behavior. For instance, CPDTKAA means they've passed a big knowledge exam. KPA-CTP points to intensive hands-on skills training, especially with positive reinforcement. And those last two, they signal advanced certification for really complex issues like aggression or anxiety.
Now, this is a really crucial point for Florida dog owners. The state doesn't require a special license for trainers at all. That makes those voluntary certifications we just looked at even more important. They're one of the best tools you have to verify a trainer's knowledge and expertise.
A great trainer does more than just teach commands. They help you and your dog really thrive in the community. And that means knowing the local rules and having some great places to practice everything you've learned.
This one's simple, but so important. A 6-foot leash gives you control, which is just essential around sensitive wildlife areas, along the river, and at those busy boat ramps. It's all about safety, for your dog, for other people, and for our local ecosystem.
And beyond the leash law, good training helps you follow other local rules too. It helps manage things like nuisance barking so you can be a good neighbor. And it makes sure your dog is comfortable having their required rabies tag on their collar and is up to date on vaccinations.
A good trainer is going to give you homework, and here's exactly where you can do it. You could start at a quieter place like Whispering Pines to build focus, then maybe graduate to the Wildlife State Park to practice staying calm around some major distractions. And finally, you can work on that super important recall in a safe, fenced-in dog park.
So, you've done your research, you're ready to talk to a trainer. Being prepared with the right questions is really your final tool for making the best possible choice.
This is question number 1 for sure. You want to hear them talk about positive reinforcement. Their answer will tell you everything you need to know about their philosophy and whether they prioritize a low-stress, trust-based relationship with your dog.
We just talked about how important certifications are. A great trainer will be proud to share their credentials and tell you how they stay current with the latest science in animal behavior. It really shows a true passion for their profession.
And this question brings it all right back home. You need to know if they can create a plan that addresses your specific goals, whether that's getting your dog comfortable on a boat or teaching them to ignore distractions while you're fishing from the dock.
And finally, the practical stuff. Getting clear, upfront information about all the costs and policies just prevents any misunderstandings down the road. A real professional will be totally transparent about their pricing. So the takeaway here is that all this prep work, it's an investment. It's an investment in a stronger relationship with your dog and in a more peaceful, enjoyable life together right here in Homosassa. Ultimately, that's what this is all about, right? With the right guidance, your dog can become that confident, well-behaved companion you've always wanted. Imagine enjoying a peaceful walk by the river, a calm afternoon at a waterfront restaurant, or just relaxing at home with friends and family, all with a happy dog by your side. We wish you the very best in your training journey.